lake stilling. It is predicted that by the end of the century, the world population will double. If farmers continue to be marginalized, how will we feed these people? As students at Zumbrota High School, we all come from rural communities. Agriculture and farms surround us, so we have a better understanding of it than most. Goodhue County should revise regulations to only allow non-compliant farms to be labeled a nuisance. First, I will tell you about the current issues with zoning regulations. Second, I will explain a solution to these problems. Let's begin with the problems current zoning regulations create. There are many issues with the current setup of zoning regulations. Currently, unfounded nuisance reports can be filed against farmers. This can lead to unnecessary delays when they are filing for new permits to expand. This can be a problem because oftentimes farmers need to expand immediately in order to continue profiting and for their business to survive. This is a significant issue. Recently, it happened in Goodhue County. Observed by Jason Lohman, who served on the Zumbrota Township Zoning Committee for 3 years and currently serves on the Zumbrota-Mazeppa School Board, in the interview, Zumbrota Township Zoning Committee background interview, conducted on November 27, 2018. A farm called Circle K Farms requested a conditional use permit in December of 2015. Circle K Farms is a hog farm operated by 3 brothers. Their proposal would enable them to expand their current hog farming operation by building a new facility. The proposed facility was to be a total confinement system. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, an organization that provides leadership on food, agriculture, rural development, and natural resources, in the Agricultural Waste Management Field Handbook, last updated in 2013, the most effective way to control pollution and pig health is in a total confinement system. In a total confinement system, pigs are kept indoors and their waste is not allowed to mix with runoff or groundwater, preventing pollution. After this, the proposal passed Minnesota Pollution Control Agency pollution test model, so the permit was granted. Once this was done, neighbors came forward with concerns. Throughout 7 zoning meetings, many baseless claims were made about how the new farm would cause pollution to the air or soil or both. Eventually, this fight grew so fierce that the Zumbrota Township Zoning Committee was disbanded, and the fight went to the courts. Decided by the state of Minnesota in the Court of Appeals, which makes the final ruling on over 2,000 cases in Minnesota each year. In the case, Christy Rosenquist et al. Versus Circle K Family Farms and Goodhue County Commissioners et al. The court ruled that the previous rulings were not unreasonable, arbitrary, or capricious. In the previous rulings in lower courts, the rulings had been in favor of Circle K Farms. So this meant, finally, that their permit was valid and they could build. Unfortunately, the damage had already been done. In the 2 years it took for the legal battle to finish, building costs had risen by 25%. With the new cost, Circle K Farms could no longer justify building a new facility. This is unfortunate because Circle K Farms needed to expand. Hormel, the hog processing plant, requires that they bring 5,000 pigs at one time in order to get a dock time. At their current size, Circle K Farms cannot produce this many hogs. A solution must be found to this. This is not an uncommon story or one similar to it to be heard throughout this state or the entire country. Farmers who are in compliance should not have to fight any more of a legal battle than any other small business owner. Now that I have discussed the current problems zoning regulations create, I will discuss a solution. Goodhue County should adopt a new zoning ordinance amendment. This solution will be workable. Described by Brian Todd, a writer for Ag News and a regional reporter for the Post Bulletin in Goodhue, Wabasha, and Winona counties, in the Post Bulletin published on April 18, 2018. Circle K Farms proposed a new zoning ordinance amendment at a Goodhue County meeting. At the meeting, the county amended this ordinance slightly. By the end of this meeting, the new ordinance said that only farms that are not in compliance with all rules and ordinances can be labeled a nuisance. This passed the preliminary committee, but it's not currently there. This solution will be practical. Goodhue County regulations are already comprehensive and will protect the environment. identified by Goodhue County statutes, which lay out the zoning ordinances for this county. In the Summary of Planning and Advisory Commission Procedures, updated in 2018, farmers wishing to seek a new permit must notify property owners within 500 feet and provide a soil map to the Goodhue County Planning and Advisory Commission. If both of these things go well, permit can be granted. So the rulings are already comprehensive and the issue will be taken care of. This solution will be desirable. It will create a faster permit application process which will benefit the farmers, and valid complaints will still be heard. This solution will create no additional problems. It only simplifies an old process while still keeping in mind the environment. First, I told you about the current problems our zoning regulations create. Second, I explained a solution to these problems. Goodhue County should revise regulations to only allow non-compliant farms to be labeled a nuisance. By the end of this century, the world population will have doubled. We will only be able to feed this many people if we make it easier for farmers to produce food.